story on it. Kind of funny, I just retired and my assistant took over. And then after I retired for about a month, he asked me if I'd come back, and I went back to work at the University under him and just handled all the traffic issues. Otherwise, if it wasn't for that man, I'd still be there. But the way he handled me at the university was the beginning of his demise. Within about 2 years, they'd taken all his authority away because he couldn't get along with anybody.
Oh, wow.
And he, just thought, and I'm a working type manager. When I go in there, I'm not gonna make anybody else do something I don't do. And I work right along with the guys, lay down the guidelines we're supposed to have. And I had a lot of things, and that, he just despised that. I was supposed to delegate all these duties to everybody else. Well, when he came in, he caused such a turmoil in the organization that the state pulled our deputization away from under us. And I had 6 men working under me in my security department, that the Department of Sioux Falls, with 100 some officers, had a hard time finding 6 better people. They started resigning, and I had 150% turnover 1 year. I didn't have new guys, or old guys to train the new ones. Because it's like when a school loses their accreditation, the teachers are gonna go look for a different job, because in a year or 2, they won't get a job. And these guys, every one of them moved up. They moved up to be a highway patrolman, they went to the sheriff's department, and other police department, everyone to a bigger department.
Yeah.
And I just said, I can't put up with this anymore. I told my wife when I turned 61, I said, I've had a good life. The stress is starting to get me just dealing with him. I said, life is too short, and I'm not an egotistical type of man. I don't need this job for ego. It was going to shorten my life.
Yeah.
I could just as well relax and do something I enjoy. So that's when I resigned, and then I made him mad because he knew, the whole university knew that I was resigning because of him. And like I say, then he kind of went after me. And it didn't take long, he lost everything. I mean, he got taken out of the department and put into just an engineering department where he was in charge of all the construction and remodeling at the university. And he thought he still had cool powers with the other guys. When they found out he didn't have, he took it so tough in a matter of days, he had a major heart attack and died overnight, 56 years old.
Oh, wow.
He was, so, but, getting back to Maynard, I just wish that I'd had more opportunities in the last few years to be around him. But the Miles were such a good get together that often. And if I'd have known he was sick, I'd have got here a year or 2 sooner.
Yeah. Well, like I said before, it was pretty progressive once it started. It went pretty fast.
I was talking to my son Doug. He was doing some computer work for me last Saturday. I was told him that he had passed away, and I told him about his Alzheimer's. And he's practice teaching now at Freeman. And he's also got to teach social studies, government, and a few other things. And one of the things he said, we had just covered a section on Alzheimer's.
Is that right?
He said that Alzheimer's works in such a way that, when your mind quits to function, it actually almost tells your heart not to beat anymore. And it's even if your heart's kind of an involuntary muscle, but still there's some chemical reactions that work together, and the brain just gets so lax, like it says, you don't have to do this anymore. Just and when I told him that Kevin, I asked him, I said, well, did he die suddenly or did he kind of just fade out? I said he just kind of faded away. His breathing got more rapid and shallow. And Doug said, just when I taught that section, they said the brain really just almost tells us the body to quit, forget about it.
Well, and one of the things that we found, or they told us, was, for one thing, they kind of just quit eating. They kind of forget how to do things, and that's part of it too.
Yeah.
The only thing that was good was that, he was in the hospital like a month or so before, and he was struggling because he had pneumonia and stuff, and we were really scared that he was going to go then, and he just looked so worried, he had a furrowed brow and stuff, and we worked really hard and got him home, and he didn't look worried anymore.
So your mother said you brought it home, even if you couldn't say anything, you could tell in his eyes that he just felt more peaceful and happy.
And his foot would shake, he'd wiggle his foot. And you can't wiggle your foot if you're not happy. You just can't do it.
Well, like I mentioned to your brothers when you were looking at the computer, when he's laying in the hospital, I said, you know, you can see he's lost his spark in his eyes there. You know, it looked like his eyes were just dull, like, you
Yeah.
know, there's not much use anymore or something.
Yeah.
It's kind of sad.
Yeah, but sometimes you know, when you see him suffer like that, you just kind of pray that
The Lord
he's
takes him.
ready to go.
Yeah,
you know.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's sad to see him go, but then it's a blessing too, when you can see that the relief has come from their suffering, and suffering not only for him, but it takes its toll on the family too, you know, because it takes a lot of hours, and you kind of get bonded with him, and yet you put up with all that extra work lovingly, but you get tired and wore out.